So happy Friday. Just getting back from the gym. I live there. And today's the day of my high school reunion. So I had some thoughts in the gym. Today I decided to go hardcore mode and not wear my headphones. I was listening to David Goggins podcast, or at least David Goggins was a guest on the podcast, and it really got me motivated. He said, music is for weak people in the gym. You want to be in your thoughts. Just had to turn on the light for the video. But yeah, no, I 100% agree. Like, I used to have a rule, actually, like even 10 years ago when I started, more than 10 years ago now, when I started lifting, to not actually wear headphones, to focus on my form, to focus on the weight, to focus on the movement, to be like present, to almost like be in like a meditative state. And so the gym was a form, lifting weights was a form of meditation for me. And I'm sure other people kind of believe the same thing or have like a similar kind of mindset. Let me put my bag down. This is always a constant occurrence. But yeah, in addition to that, like, there are some people that have the mindset, at least when you first start going to the gym, oh, people are watching me. Oh, like this and that. Like, I don't want to I don't want to embarrass myself because other people may judge me for not lifting something properly and doing this and doing that. But, as you spend time in the gym, as you lift, like, you realize that most people don't care. But on that note, I was thinking about motivation and like, why am I still going to the gym and why do I push myself? Or why people keep going to the gym even after they look, quote unquote, good, or you don't need to go to the gym anymore, or whatever. But the truth is, like other people may not be watching you right now in the gym, but they will come a day when someone that you're interested in, your crush, your potential future husband or wife, is watching you or meets you. And you will not regret being ready, being prepared, looking your best. And you will have the confidence to have that interaction, to approach, to be approached, because you know you look good. So every set, every rep, every day you go to the gym when you really don't want to, when you don't have motivation, when it's rainy outside, when it's cold, when you got other things that you should be doing, you will not regret it, because you will have the body, you will have the mindset that will give you the confidence to have a chance with that person, or even just making friends. Like it or not, people are judged by how they look, and if you look healthy, you look fit, you're clean, you smell good, you put together, you will have the opportunity to establish those connections. And there's a lot of like motivational stuff like on the internet, like, oh, you'll have unlimited opportunities, oh, there'll be the next one. But the truth is, as Charlie Munger, one of the richest men in the world, partners with Warren Buffett, said, rare is a life that is full of opportunities. You only get so much opportunity. You don't have an infinite life. You don't live forever. There is going to be a finite amount of opportunities, and you need to make sure you're ready for them. Whether they be financially, physically, romantically, or whatever other opportunities may come up. You're going to regret it. You're going to regret not being prepared. So, me going to the gym, me lifting those weights, me having some money saved aside because I'm disciplined and I make sure that, I live below my means, and that I'm preparing for, potential job interviews, even though I'm not looking for jobs. Like, you never know. Life changes on a dime, and being ready is so important. You never know. You may be at work or you may go to like a meetup and you might network and meet someone that has an opportunity for you. And if you're not ready for it, you're going to look back and you're going to be like, what the hell was I doing? But anyways, on that note, I spent over 10 years trying to like get my body ready. Like even when I was in high school, I started actually making huge physical progress in my physique. And, you know, I'm still kind of like I'm pretty happy with where I am. Yes, I can push myself further, but for the most part, like for my age and for for my career and where I am status wise, like physically, I'm really good. Not complacent, but I can push myself and I know it can get better. And I know when the day will come when I have to take my shirt off and it's nice outside, I'm not gonna regret walk myself to the gym every day to lift those weights. You know, waking up early to get ready for work and prep and study for job interviews, or working on my side hustle like my app. And, you know, those are the kind of things that are going to matter in the future. And there is, you know, a caveat to that, right? You have the mindset where you're always in the future and it's hard to kind of enjoy the present. But I think there has to be a sort of balance. Like you got to be somewhere in the middle. Excuse me, I think I have to end my workout. Sorry to end such a serious talk. But there you go. But yeah, like you want to be in a good place. Point blank. But yeah, like to be honest with you, like I've been struggling because I have to design a new logo for my app, and I haven't really designed anything since in 6-7 years, 2017, however long that was ago. And you know, I'm kind of insecure about it. But you know, discipline is doing what you have to do even when you don't want to do it. And like all the good things in life come from having discipline. Like I said, whether it's physically, romantically, friendship wise, you know, doing the work that you don't want to do, doing the work that you know you should do, even though you don't want to do it. You know, whether it's going out to dinner or, you know, doing those extra reps, doing those extra sets, or saving aside some money when you really want to go out and spend it on new furniture, clothes, trips, whatever. But, you know, I've been focused on discipline for so long. Like I've been so focused on the future, and honestly, it's paid off, not gonna lie. Because I was thinking on the way back, like for a long time, people in my life thought I was gonna be a failure, you know? And there are plenty of times in my life where I could have let my circumstances, like my family situation, things that were going on at home or outside of my control to like drown me, to put me in a place where everyone was right, that I became a failure, became a thug, became a criminal. Like there's so many times, even when I was in school, I'm not even gonna say it, but like there was opportunities where I could have easily made money that I shouldn't have. You know, that I could have gone down a dark path, I still can. You know, that's still a battle that I have every day. And, you know, I chose not to do that. I chose to go down the right path because at the end of the day, like I love money, and more importantly than the money is I love the freedom. I've worked so hard in my life to get out of like a mental space. Like I've always felt like I've been trapped in a box, and I've always been trying to get out. I remember watching a movie called The Gladiator with Russell Crowe. I might put the picture up here or something. I was 7 years old, and, you know, watching the scene of, you know, his mentor showing him a wooden sword, you know, in the arena. And basically that meant that he earned his freedom. That after years of fighting in the gladiatorial arena, that his mentor earned the freedom. And that's the same thing I'm trying to do. Same thing Maximus did, or at least tried to, before things turned for the worse. You know, I want to try to earn my freedom. I want to try to earn my wooden sword, to be able to do what I want with my life. Because there may come a day when I don't want to work as hard as I do, where I want to spend more time with my family, you know, and my current career path, a little high earning, as soon as I stop working, the money stops coming in. The freedom is gone. Or if there's a change in management, I've said it so many times, you lose that. But yeah, I guess to transition to something else, going back to like my 10-year reunion, looking back at everything I had, plans, the visions of me and who I'd become, it took a little longer and took a little more of like directions here and there. But I got to a lot of things that I thought I would get to by this age. I still do have a lot of ambition, and there are certain things that I feel like I'm still struggling with. And I think from the outside, a lot of people think that, I have my life together. And for the most part, I do, but there are certain things and there's always, don't get me wrong, there's always going to be things that you feel like you can get better at. Like I could have $10 million in the bank, $50 million, $100 million in the bank, but I could feel like I'm struggling in my relationships or my friendships or in my health, because of what I had to sacrifice to get that kind of money. And sometimes you got to be grateful for where you are, but also have something to look forward to. I think I've said it before. It's like one of the things that I feel like is a red flag when you're like interacting with a person, a friend, a cousin, a family member, like you ask them like, hey, what are you excited for? Like, are you looking forward to something in the short term, near term, short term, future? What are you excited for? And if they struggle to answer that question, I would be afraid. I would, for them, because that's a sign that, they're not in a good spot, because there should be always something that you're excited for. When you're a kid, like you're always looking forward to something, whether it's a vacation, a holiday, seeing a cousin. And if you get to a spot in life where you have nothing to look forward to, then you're going to dread the time that passes. And that's not a good place to be. Anyways, I'm going to start cooking breakfast. I got to weigh myself to make sure, I'm on track with the body and everything. But yeah, maybe I'll record a little bit of, maybe some content on the way up to go to the reunion. Maybe I'll record some of that. But anyways, I'll see you soon.